Hello, you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Rachel Hoffman, and I am out here live at Turn of the Century Antiques in Denver, Colorado, which is our doll shop and also the home office of the Virtual Doll Convention. The Virtual Doll Convention Shoot for the Stars event, it is coming in hot and it is coming in fast, and we are in the countdown. We're in the countdown because next week we are officially starting our pre-convention activities, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's when our convention is happening. And it's already here. It's already here. Our pre-convention activities are so much fun. I love them. And then our convention is just out of this world. It's out of this world. Amazing. I have my background up the right way, by the way. It was upside down in my last video, so I made sure to make it right for you on this video. So here's the scoop. Next Saturday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, our sales room for the Virtual Doll Convention is going to open, and you are going to have the opportunity to shop some of the world's best sellers and artists that have some of the most incredible things, and they have been working very hard over the last several months to curate fresh inventory, fresh to the market, just for you. They're working very hard. They're out there doing the work so that you can have amazing things to add to your collection, that your dolls can have, that your teddy bears can have. Maybe you'll get a new teddy bear, maybe a new doll. I have had so many people tell me that they had been looking for something in particular for 10 years, and they found it in the Virtual Doll Convention sales room. It's always so good. There is a little bit of everything, and I am here right now on this video, and thank you for sharing the video, by the way. Part of my job, and I think I do it very well, is to create hype and excitement. And this is something worth creating hype and excitement about, because this is the hottest sales room that is happening right now. There's no better place to be than the Virtual Doll Convention sales room if you are a teddy bear or doll collector, or you like all kinds of things. I'm going to talk about them soon. Then the Virtual Convention sales room, which is happening next weekend. The sales room happens on Facebook in a private Facebook group, and each one of our sellers has their own album. It happens on Facebook because it is a pop-up event, sort of like an auction format. And when those sellers release their albums, they can have up to 60 items in each one of their booths. The first person to comment on their items wins. Now, why do we have it on Facebook? Because Facebook, a private Facebook group, is a great way for my sellers to create their own albums and have control over their own thing. I can't create a website for other people to sell on. It's not where I'm going for my company. And I've worked for websites that do that, and it is a big job and not one that I want to have. So we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way of creating a pop-up experience so you can shop for 48 hours with some of the best sellers in the world. And it is a very safe environment. And believe me, all of these sellers are so good, so awesome. None of them are goofballs. You're safe. So that is one of the biggest things. And that is the only part of our convention that is on Facebook. That part. Everything else you can experience through YouTube and email. But let's talk about the shopping. We have an incredible seller lineup. There is a link right in this video to the seller lineup so that you can see all of the different sellers and artists that are working hard for you to bring amazing things. And they're all so different. So we have everything from Barbie to vintage to antique to teddy bear to modern to sewers that are creating clothes for you to purchase for your dolls, to a little bit of everything. And so we're going to talk about those sellers in this video. We're going to have a little bit of a rundown, and then I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to prepare yourself for this event so that you can be most successful and get what you want. I love to get what I want. And I'm pretty good at that because I've been in the game for a while. And I'm a good shopper. We know this. We know I'm a good shopper. And I'm going to share some of my tips for getting what I want and shopping and, getting in there and getting it. We love to get it. So this is in no particular order. Let's see if I can put my glasses right up there. Oh, how fun. Now, I don't normally drink Diet Coke in the mornings, but we're in convention overdrive right now. So I'm treating myself. Ooh, you can just kind of like feel it. You can feel it coursing through your veins. I don't recommend it. I usually drink lots and lots of water and coffee, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Am I right? So let's talk about it. So right in this video, there is a link to the sellers. This is really important because then you can see the sellers. You can click through to their websites or their Facebook pages and you can see what they have. And this gets you in the spirit to know what you can expect because a lot of the sellers, they have specialties and they bring the same things, which is a good thing because we want to see certain things from certain sellers because that is where their expertise lies. They are the ones that can get their hands on these incredible things that we are looking for, and they are experts in that field. Now, some of the sellers, they bring different things every time. It's all different. It's all fun. We never know what's going to be there until it actually happens at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning during our event. And we have 2 full hours where nothing else is happening but shopping. And it's going to be awesome. Okay, so again, in no particular order, but when you click the link, you can see the different sellers and then you can start stalking their websites, which is important. So the first one is, we have Bradley Justice Yarbrough from the Swell Doll Shop. He's Barbie. He brings Barbie. So we're so excited about that. He's doing a program. I am very excited about his Barbie items that he is going to be offering. And no matter what, of course, we love to shop, we love to buy, we love to do everything, but you're just going to have so much fun window shopping too. So whether you're in the mood, in the spirit, in the position to be dropping any kind of money, big or low, small or high, you're going to have fun shopping. Going to a show, going to the mall is so much fun. So that's one of my favorite parts. And if you don't like shopping, you can just turn it off, but I don't recommend it because it's fun. It's fun to ooh and ah. Okay, the next seller we have, after Bradley is Jonathan Green of Jonathan Green & Company. He is, of course, doing a program for us. He is a Katie Cruza expert. He does so much cool stuff, and he always has fun little, usually they're like German-themed items, but you never know with Jonathan Green. So we're very excited about his offerings. He always has really cute things. Sometimes it's stuff he made. He has great connections with the people in Germany that can send him things. So we love that. We have Gigi's and Sherry's teddy bears and dolls. Gigi and Sherry, they always have, my goodness, last event, they had early wooden dolls. They had to Barbie, to German bisque, to French bisque, to vintage, to Muffy, they have a little bit of everything. They have a wonderful doll shop in Chicago, and I don't think they've ever missed an event with us. They're so awesome. So I'm always looking forward to what Gigi and Sherry have to offer us. We love those ladies. Okay, we have, y'all, who do we have, y'all? We have Billie Harris out there in North Carolina. She recently posted a little sneak peek on her page of the things that she is curating. She has been working for a few months, getting all kinds of things together. And I saw boxes and pictures on her page where it looked like she had sissy dolls. She had antique bisque dolls, nice ones in original clothes. I mean, I was trying to peek into those boxes, and the Pink Princess never disappoints. Y'all, she rocks. We love her. We love her. And do we also love the star theme that I have happen in here? I think it's good. These are my new earrings, and then the shirt. You guys, the shirt. Derek said I looked like, there's this cartoon. It's called like the reading, Okay, I'll post it later, but he said I looked like this teacher on a cartoon, and I thought it was really funny. Okay, so Billy Harris, Ashley's Dolls, so good. The next babe that we have here coming is Kathy Turner of Virtue Doll. And Kathy just emailed me yesterday. She is working so hard curating all kinds of fun things for her sales room. She is even, now if you follow Kathy in the Club Grace group, or the Grace Marie Fitzpatrick fan group, then you're gonna know that she has been sewing incredible couture for Grace, and her patterns and her color combinations are out of this world. Okay, pause. Becca just said Miss Frizzy from the Magic School Bus. Yes! He said I looked like Miss Frizzy from the Magic School Bus. Thank you. Yes, that is hysterical. If you don't know who Miss Frizzy is from the Magical School Bus, Google her right now. And if my hair was up in a frizzy bun, we would be doppelgangers. For real. So good. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to Kathy. Kathy Turner, she has been making incredible couture for Grace. And I said, Kathy, please, girl, sell some of these outfits in your booth. And she said she's going to. Her outfits are incredible for Grace. So she's going to have those outfits. I don't know how many. I'm so excited. And she also has wonderful antique dolls and clothes. She has all kinds of like clothes. She has in the past. I don't know what she's going to have this year, but it's, you know, it's always something. So it's good. The next person we have is another one of my home girls, and that is Diane Drake of Diane's Doll Shop. She is a wonderful person. She is so awesome. And what I love about her, she is always, always, always supporting artists. She carries so many lines of artist work at her shop. She has a real shop. It is absolutely incredible. And her work supporting artists, I really, really, really respect her for that, because the work that she does creates markets for people that are creating. A lot of people have art and they have incredible products, but they don't have a venue and they don't have a place to sell them. And yes, you can create shops on Etsy and do things, and thank goodness we have that. But she does a really great job promoting and working with artists. So she's going to have some awesome things. She always does. Sometimes she has these cute little pigs in her booth that are like made, I don't know who, I'm not sure who makes them. She has various artists who make them, but Diane's little pigs are so cute. So we love that. Next we have Noelle Wolfman. She is new to our family of sellers, and she has clothdollpatterns.com. She is such a talented lady. I had no idea about everything that she does. So she offers a lot of cloth dolls and a lot of really cool creations and patterns and fun things like that. So definitely check out her website. Noelle Wolfman is a huge fan of Grace, and she's always buying things from me. And I had no idea that she was such a creative person out there selling stuff too. So she's got a great website. Check her out. The next lady we have is Valerie Fogel from Beautiful Bebe's Antique Dolls. Valerie always has amazing things. This year she is bringing her wonderful things that we count on her for, which is the French bisque dolls, but she also has other things. So her booth, she's working on it right now, stocking it full. And Valerie, she is awesome. You can reach out to her. You can ask questions. She has most of our sellers, and I know Valerie has generous layaway programs. So we are always excited for Valerie and her beautiful babies. Lee Fikert of The Little Ones is one of our artists that I always love having. Lee makes wonderful dolls. She makes a lot of reproduction dolls that are so cute and so sweet. Lee, she is very, very, very talented, and her prices are always amazing. I look at Lee's like items, and especially her little googly dolls. She makes great things, and I think they're just, not only are they really well done, they're such a value, and Lee Fikert is awesome. So check her out. Her business is called The Little Ones. Next, we have Alan Pate of Alan Pate Japanese Dolls. Alan is also presenting at the virtual convention. He is going to do a really fun program, and I always enjoy so much learning from Alan. He has a new book coming out. He's working really hard, but he is also curating some amazing things for his booth. So antique Japanese dolls, if you're looking for that, or you don't even know where to start with Alan. Alan Pate, he's amazing. So we are very excited about that. Joe Albanese of Joe Serene Productions. She has a lot of wonderful accessories and a lot of fun things for dolls that are accessories. So a lot of like Tonner doll accessories or modern doll accessories. She's your girl. She had green beer for St. Patrick's Day. I mean, she just has a lot of really fun things. She works with a lot of manufacturers and makes things herself. So she's really good. She always has cool things. So we're very excited about Joe. One of our next teddy bears that we love so much is our wonderful John Port. John Port is coming to our sales room. Of course, he is presenting multiple times at our event. I love John Port's programs. I love John Port. And he is bringing some amazing things. He is bringing some of the cute Schuko perfume holders. He is bringing teddy bears. He always has something interesting and wonderful and amazing. So for our teddy bear collectors, John Port's coming in clutch for you. We're very excited about that. Next, we have Marcia Friend of Facets Boutique. Marcia has all kinds of fun things. She does our exclusive shoes for Grace. She has made a background for Club Grace for next month, which we are so excited about. She will be offering shoes, clothing, backgrounds, all kinds of fun things. Marcia Friend, Facets Boutique, jewelry. She's a heavy hitter in our industry, and she's got some really great things. You're really going to love it. Our next superstar is Diana Vining of the Paper Doll Shop. What would I mean, Diana Vining, she is unbelievable. She is an unbelievable talent. She is our person. She is the creative director of Club Grace. She makes the graphics and all of the wonderful illustrations and all of the things that you see. And way before she ever slid into my DMs and became our VIP over here, she has been in the paper doll industry trade for years, slaying and doing the best at what she does. She is working really hard on new items for you. If you are a fan of Diana Vining, of the Paper Doll Shop, and of the Virtual Doll Convention, you're going to want to shop Diana's booth. So many fun things. I love it. We have Bonnie Lowe of Bonnie Lowe Dolls. Bonnie Lowe always has such wonderful things. The first thing is she is also doing a program at the virtual convention on a wonderful early Jumeau that has a very touching provenance. She filmed it yesterday. I'm sure they're putting the finishing touches on it, and we're going to have the program soon. So we're very excited about that. And then Bonnie just always has beautiful things. They're always one of the things that I always love about Bonnie's items. And I've never seen one of our sellers have something that wasn't clean, but Bonnie's items are so sparkly clean. They just glow. She does a really good job preparing and getting things ready for sale. And when I tell you, when you have to prepare as a doll seller, cleaning the dolls and getting them ready to go is a huge job. And her dolls always look so sparkly. So we're very excited about Bonnie Lowe. We have Bridget Jones of Mickey Lady. Her and her mother are a mother-daughter team. You know how much mother-daughter teams in the doll world just tug at my heartstrings. I mean, we love that, don't we? They have a shop, they have a doll repair hospital, and they are bringing everything from modern to antique to the virtual doll convention sales room. So they're gonna come in hot, and it's gonna be great. So you're gonna love that. We have Chip Barkle of Chip Barkle Antiques. He's a newcomer to our sales room. Chip Barkle, he is a realtor by trade, but he's a doll dealer, and one of his specialties is he loves vintage dolls. So if you have been wanting a vintage doll that's like a composition doll, I mean, for anything from Skippy to like all kinds of F&B dolls, you can check out his website. He has all kinds of really great things on his website, so you can kind of check it out a little beforehand and see what he has. But we're excited about that. Welcome, Chip. We have artist Joan Collins. Do you remember when Joan Collins came and she has those little critters? I bought one of her critters. It's here in the shop somewhere. She makes those absolutely stunning little dinosaur looking critters. And they're some of the coolest things I have ever seen. They're jointed and they're so real, and they take her forever to make. So we're very excited that Joan Collins is coming in with her critters. She's a great artist. We have Gail Lemon of All Dolled Up. Gail Lemon has, if you like Sissy Doll by Madame Alexander, she is bringing an awesome, awesome, awesome collection of Sissy to the Virtual Doll Convention sales room, in addition to other vintage and antique and wonderful dolls. But she's coming in with a special collection of Sissy. So that is very exciting. We have Angie Garrett of Garrett House Antiques. Angie, again, she is one of our sellers that has a really wide range of a lot of wonderful things. She also has a layaway program that is very generous. So check Angie Garrett out, make contact with her. Ask her what, ask her for a little preview. She's got some great things. So we're very excited to have Angie back. We have Tamara Casey, Designs by Jude. Girl, Tamara Casey, she is leveling up this year. She created her first major sewing workshop for the Virtual Doll Convention Shoot for the Stars event. It is an hour and a half long. She worked so hard on it, and she shows you how to make the wonderful outfit for Club Grace, noteworthy style, for March in the video. You're gonna learn so much from her. So we are excited that she is doing the sewing workshop at the event and also selling. I have no idea what it's gonna be, but usually they're beautiful outfits and other fun things. So we're very excited for Tamara Casey. Tamara's mom, Sherry, is also coming. She's famous for her Wonder Unders for Grace, or any doll that has the Robert Tonner RTB 101 body. She makes these wonderful little underwear that are called Wonder Unders. And we know the RTB 101 body dolls have the rubber that's on the rump. And this covers it so that it's easy to get clothes on and off. So snag a pair of her Wonder Unders. I hope you made a lot of them, Sherry. We have Liz Christensen of Liz's Dollhouse. She said that she has 60 new dolls that she has never offered before. 60. So that is a really big feat. To get 60 new dolls ready to market is a really big deal. She has everything from vintage to modern to antique. She's a doll collector. She's a doll collector's doll collector. She likes all kinds of dolls, and she's great. So she's gonna have 60 new items, 60. So excited. We have Helen Kish of Helen Kish and Company. We love our Helen. Helen made our wonderful St. Lucia dress for Grace, which is delayed, but it's still on its way. The Elowin dolls and the Grace dresses are still on their way. They're just a little bit delayed, but we will take them when they can come because we know it will be worth it. And these, Helen is such an incredible talent. I mean, she is just one of the most amazing, amazing people that I've ever met in my life. She is such a giving, wonderful person. We love Helen Kish, and I don't know what she's going to offer, but I'm excited for it. It'll probably be clothes, dolls, some of her one-of-a-kind artwork. I just don't even know, but I'm very excited for her, and we love Helen. We have artist Stephanie Blythe. So Stephanie Blythe, she has done programs for Virtual Convention. She is famous for her wonderful fairy dolls. I especially love her spoon dolls where there's like a little fairy right there in a little spoon. She is creating new art for this event, and it's amazing. Stephanie has incredible things. If you have not checked out her work, she is a very active artist, and she is very active in NIADA, the National Institute of American Doll Artists. I think that's what it is. Maybe the National Institute of, I don't know if it's not American Doll Artists because NIADA has artists. It's a global organization. National Institute, anyway. NIADA is a wonderful organization, and they support doll artists that are creating original art that is so original to them. It is some of the most unbelievable art I have ever seen. So definitely check out NIADA. Check out Joan Collins in NIADA. Check out all the NIADA artists and get ready for Stephanie Blythe. It's so fun. So how are we doing out there? Okay, I know I've thrown a lot at you. Hang on. I'm going to put my computer down. And let's just take a little breather. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're with me right now, you're one of my besties, my besties, and I really appreciate you being here. We are we're getting ready. This this event is so epic. It's so good. Every single one of our events is different. They don't always have the same components. They have different things. They have new things. I never know what to expect at one of my events, because when we start to go through and to plan the events, I really depend on the universe to help make it happen, and to attract different things my way that we put in convention. So there have been people that have been put into my life in just the last couple of months that are now featured at the doll convention. And, I just couldn't be more grateful. So it's always such a learning experience. And I just love it. So we have some incredible sellers that are coming. Incredible. And what you can do, okay, and I wrote down a couple tips for getting what you want. And the first thing that I think is really important to do, and one of the things that has been very successful for me, is to create relationships with people. And when you create relationships with sellers, that's when you can really, and I'm not talking about becoming pen pals and writing each other every day and where you're like, that's not, but when you create a relationship with somebody, you reach out, if you don't know each other, you introduce yourself, and you say, hi, I am a collector of such and such. Here's a list of the things that I am interested in and looking for. And if you ever are about to list one on your website, or maybe you get one in and you can share it with me, here's my information. So that's a starting point. So you create that relationship, you communicate your message of what you're on the hunt for. And believe me, it works. It works because a lot of people out there, they don't know what they're going to get when they're going to get it. And when you create relationships, it's really great because that seller or that artist can say, hey, I have one. I'm going to call up my friend, So it's really good to create relationships. Now, I have given you the list of sellers for the convention. I have given you the list, and you can go look at that list and you can start creating relationships, and you can email them or reach out to them and say, hey, I'm trying to plan for the event. Can you tell me if you're going to have such and such doll? Maybe they might tell you, they might not. They are not obligated to divulge any information, but a lot of them are very willing to say, yes, I am going to have this kind of bear or that kind of doll, or no, I'm not. And then that kind of sets you up to know what you're looking for. Excuse me. The Diet Coke, I get very excited about this. I get very excited because shopping is so fun. And I love seeing the sellers shine, and I love seeing you get what you want. That is one of my favorite things, is seeing you be so excited about something that you found in the sales room. And we all put it, and I helped put it together. It's one of my favorite things. So I really want you to be successful. So yes, go work the streets. Go look at the websites, go see what they have, and maybe reach out to them and establish a relationship. Relationships in any business, in any industry, in any type of collecting realm are so important. And we all know this. It's all about your relationships. So do that and start building your network. Start building your network so that you can be informed. And it's really important to be informed. Okay, so the next thing, figure out your budget and then triple it. Okay, so that was sort of a joke, but I think it's really important to kind of see. It's difficult for me to say because, okay, for instance, my Raggedy Ann and Andy pair, those were my dream dolls. So I pretty much would have done anything to get them. So sometimes you just have to figure out, what is my dream item? Where am I willing to go the distance? Or if sometimes going the distance when you didn't plan for it makes you uncomfortable, think of what your budget is and try and stay around that. For me, when I have a budget, especially when I'm shopping, I have like a green light and a red light or a yellow light number. So say your green light number is $500. Maybe your red light number is going to be when you get to 8. Because sometimes you have to Sometimes you have to just pump. Sometimes you have to spend a little bit more than you thought, but sometimes you just have to stop at some point. There have been so many times at auctions when I was begging my mom to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. So I get that. So it's important to have a little bit of wiggle room, but also, you have to make sensible choices for your life and for your finances and other things. My bulldogs don't feed themselves, so I have to be aware of where I spend my money. Now, so maybe if your green light was 500, your yellow light might be 600, your red light's going to be 800. So I just think it's really important to give yourself a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of space, because if the perfect thing comes along and it's just a little bit more, you're not going to regret it. You never do. I have never regretted just crying that one time, and then picking up the pieces and figuring out how I'm going to make it work. It's all about making it work. Am I right? It's really all about making it work for you. And for some of our people, not buying anything is what works for them. Maybe they're here to learn to make something. Maybe, whatever it is, do what works for you. But I like to mentally prepare before anything. I sit there and I think about how it's going to go. I mentally think about what's going to happen, how it's going to go. And sometimes I envision myself, like just this morning, I envisioned myself on this video chatting with you. And that's how I get in the mode and in the way of getting what I want, because I wanted to be here this morning and to make a video with you and to chat about this. But I have to start envisioning it and thinking about it. But you can do the same thing about dolls and teddy bears. Start envisioning it and thinking about it. And I truly believe that when you start manifesting things, and I have talked about this a lot in the past, and putting it out there and attracting those things your way, they come. They come your way. So start manifesting and getting that. So I talked about budget. Another thing is treating yourself. A lot of times, especially just with what we've had to deal with and a lot of things that are going on, we feel, I know this happens to a lot of us, is that we feel guilty a little bit for spending the money on ourselves when we otherwise could have not. And for me, it's taken some work, but if I am within my responsible budget, and if I am within my responsible amount of money that is okay to spend, and I'm running a company, I have employees, my expenses are a lot. And so I do budget, don't get me wrong. But if I need to treat myself once in a while, and whether that is just 2 days ago, I bought the good kind of corned beef at the grocery store, and I fed it to my dad last night, and he just loved it. I bought the organic fancy one instead of the lesser expensive one. That for me was, again, treating myself to what I wanted. And so all I'm saying is the only thing I'm trying to put out there is that it's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to get what you want and to treat yourself and to buy things that are going to make you happy. There's a lot of things that I buy that make me happy. They say money doesn't buy happiness, and in a lot of ways that's true, because if there was a lot of things that were here that were not in my life, such as my family, my friends, all kinds of things, yes, I wouldn't be happy. But I buy so many things that buy me happiness. And some of the biggest ones are dolls. And a pair of shoes makes me happy. Some cute jewelry like this makes me happy. So it's okay. Okay? It's okay to treat yourself. You deserve it. I don't ever feel guilty anymore for treating myself, because I know how hard I work. I know how good I am with that I give back, and I don't have to justify it. You don't have to justify it. So Laurel said, budget is interesting. Mine is in my gut. Yeah, for sure. And so I would never advocate for somebody to miss a mortgage payment because they bought a doll, or to not be able to have groceries because they bought a doll. That's not the situation we're talking about. It is always with your gut. And if it feels wrong and you start to get that icky feeling inside, it's probably not right. But it's okay to have a little bit of, it's okay to be a little nervous when buying something, and like excited too. And there's just going to be times in your life when you've never spent that much on a doll, and then you did, but you didn't regret it. So my Raggedy Ann and Andy's, I've never spent that much on Raggedy Ann and Andy's, but I did, and I don't look at them ever and think, I wished I didn't do that. That money would have been much better put into savings for a rainy day. Nope, girl. If I have a rainy day, I'm covering them in plastic, and I'm enjoying my day. and I'm keeping my dolls. So follow your gut, enjoy your life, and don't worry about what anyone thinks, as long as you know that you're doing the right thing for your life and for your heart and for what you're supposed to do. Nobody knows anything about you more than what you know about you. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. So one of the things to prepare yourself also to be successful is to align yourself to know that you're not always going to get everything, no matter how hard you try. And to get in that kind of space is very, very, very valuable, because sometimes things sell and we missed out. Somebody else got them before us. And that feeling can be very, very deep disappointment, very deep. And what I've had to learn is that things that are meant to be are meant to be. And here's a really good example. Back when my mom was sick, about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, the house on the same block, but 4 houses down from my parents, 4 houses down, it was on the market, and the buyers that had bought it couldn't come up with the money, and it had gone back onto the market, and I loved the house. And the people that were moving, they were moving to Europe, and they were leaving the house fully furnished. And it was like, at the time for me, it was a dream house. And I came in, I made the offer, they accepted it. And basically what it was is that the people that the first buyers, they had something like 12 more hours to get the money in, or it was like 2 more hours to get the money in after they didn't pay for a long time. And the realtors said, there's no way they're going to come up with the money. The house is yours. I mean, I had started envisioning where I was going to put things. I had already bonded with the house. I was so excited. And then they came up with the money, and I lost the house. And so not only did I lose the house, I also lost the dream of what I thought was going to be the best situation for me, and that was living on the same block as my parents, having this beautiful house at the end of the block. My mom could talk at that point, and we were both so I was devastated. Like, oh my gosh, it's bringing up emotion just even thinking about it. And I spent, get this, even though there's so much worse things that can happen in life, for me, it was one of the most devastating things, because it was out the window of the dream that I had. And I spent the whole day in bed crying, in a bathrobe, feeling bad. And that's okay. I needed to do that. I needed to grieve. I needed to grieve that house, and I needed to do that. And it is absolutely okay that I was sad about losing that house. Absolutely okay. And I resigned myself that maybe there was something better that was going to come my way. So I saved my money. I just continued to live my life and go to work and do my job, and I didn't let it derail me, and I just kept going. And you know what happened 6 months later? The house next door came for sale. And for my family, it was much better to be next door. My mom had to walk very little. We share a fence. I get to look over that fence and see my parents' yard. And And houses, you know how emotional that is? I feel like sometimes dolls are the same way. So I get it. I get it. And sometimes things just don't work out no matter how hard you try. I had the money. The people that were going to sell it to me, they were crying with me. And we were devastated. But you know what? I got the house next door. So if you don't get something, because especially in the virtual convention sales room, it is a very fast type format. Sometimes things happen and slip through, and somebody might get something before you. Marcy just said, God always knows what's best for us. Marcy, I believe that there is I believe in God, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe that there is always a bigger reason for why things don't work out. And so I agree with you, Marcy, 100%. There is a bigger plan for why things don't work out sometimes. And so if a doll sells out, if you don't get what you're supposed to get, I'm telling you, you're supposed to hang on to that money for a reason. Maybe something is going to come up or happen down the line soon that you're going to think, I am so glad that didn't happen because now this is happening. So just, take that for what it is. When I share things, it's always just my opinion based off my experience and what has happened in my life. And I'm always just totally honest with you about what's happening, what my thoughts and feelings are. And this is what works for me. That house was what I felt at the time one of the biggest losses of my life, because I just thought I was not going to be moving into my parents' neighborhood when my mom needed me most. And then I moved to next door. So, the doll industry and doll collecting is very emotional. We are very sentimental. We have a deep connection with our dolls and with our teddy bears and with our wants and desires. It's a very deep connection. It's more than I can look at an iced tea, like a cup of iced tea, and think, oh, I don't care about any iced tea. Or I could drink the iced tea. I don't care either way. Iced tea doesn't do it for me. But a pair of oversized Volan Raggedy Anns, get out of my way. I'm gonna do what I can do. But if they weren't meant for me, I'm not gonna go crazy, and I'm not gonna throw a fit. One just happened. It was one that I really wanted, and I found out about it too late. And so I started to blame myself that I wasn't it sold on eBay, and I wasn't cruising eBay. I didn't see it. And then I even thought, why didn't my friend send me the link? And then I started to go down this rabbit hole of, and I just thought, Rachel, you're not supposed to have that doll, and it's okay. At the time, you were doing all these other things, so we're good. Okay? We're good. So the whole point of this video is that we have some incredible sellers coming to the virtual convention, Shoot for the Stars sales room event. All of our registered attendees can shop their albums. They will go live at 10 a.m. Mountain Time on Saturday morning, next Saturday. If you are in a different time zone than Mountain Time, right on our schedule, we have a time zone calculator so that you can see exactly what time it is for you. It might be 8 a.m., it might be noon for you. It just depends on where you are. If you're in another part of the world, it might be 3 a.m. So it just depends. So set your alarms if you want to be there. And just like all of our programming, it's all on schedule. It will all stream live in our Facebook group and on YouTube, and right on the schedule that you get as soon as you register. You have the complete schedule with all of the titles of everything that you are going to experience. And then right underneath the titles, as the event starts to take place, there will be clickable links that you can see and experience everything on demand as much as you want. You do not need to be there at the time of broadcast. So it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Deb says balance. We try our best. It doesn't mean we have to be perfect. No, it doesn't mean we have to be perfect. I get I get people that sometimes email me and say bad things about my videos and stuff, and especially like my earlier videos and things like that. And, I have to remind them that I have evolved. I have better equipment now. I have better ways of doing things. Like you balance everything in life. So when I'm out doing different things, I'm not over there doing different things. And when I'm out doing this, I'm not over there doing that. And so give yourself grace and know that you're doing really good. You're doing your best. Rachel, you're doing your best. You're doing your best. I know that I am. So the sales room is going to be great. I hope you will be there. The only problem with our sales room is that for some people, the albums are a little hard to navigate at first, but all you have to do is go into the Facebook group, click media, and then click albums, and you'll see all of the albums just lined up. And then all you do is click an album and all of the pictures show up. And when you click a picture, you'll see the description and the price and everything. So go inside some of the groups that you are in and practice. Click media, click albums, and look at it. And that's how they're arranged. Each seller album has the name of the seller and all of their individual items. Do you know what? Oh my gosh, I just forgot one person that is not on my list for sellers, and it's Linda Wall. Linda! This happens to me every time and I hate this. You guys, Linda Wall that works here, she has 60 items in her sales room booth. 60. We've already populated her album and she has so many good things and her prices are phenomenal. So Linda Wall is also on our sales room lineup. See, I am not perfect. And I went over my list. Oh my gosh. She's here now, by the way, and Linda's cool. She'll forgive me. So Linda's going to be in our booth, in our sales room too. So anyway, I really appreciate you listening. If you have any questions, just email info@virtualdollconvention.com. We have over 1,250 people registered. We're getting up to 1,300. If you have registered and you have not joined our private Facebook group, do that today. Get in there, especially if you want to go shopping. And it's fun to interact with people. But if you're joining us on YouTube, it's perfect too. So no pressure either way to do anything. That's the thing. No pressure. If a program on the list isn't for you, don't watch it. If something is on there that you're not interested in, don't watch it. But here's my challenge for you. This is what we work really hard for at the virtual convention. There might be something on the list that you're like, I'm not interested in that. I don't care about it. I've never learned about it. But when you see the programs, you'll get interested. That's my challenge for you, is to give every single program that we offer, that we're providing to you, a chance. Give everything a chance, because the more that you learn and find out about things and expand your horizons, the more it's just going to enhance your life in so many different ways. So try new things. As Deb just said, it's worth it. Give it a chance. We are finishing up our schedule by this Sunday. It will be completely complete, and it's action-packed. We have things happening every hour, and it's going to be so fun. And you can relive and rewatch things as many times as you want. So thank you for listening. Be sure to share the video. And I am very proud of what we have done here. I am always so proud of what we have done here. Many of our presenters, this is their first time presenting. I am proud of them. They are really trying hard. Really trying hard. Are all of our programs absolutely perfect? No, absolutely not. But every program that we offer is with heart and soul, and you can tell so much in every single one of our programs how much we care and how passionate we are about what we are offering and what we are providing and what we are helping you learn about. So in that way, to me, they're perfect. But I get to toot my own horn. So I'm really proud of what we have done. So thank you so much for listening, for sharing this video, and for hearing about all of our sellers that we have coming to our event. It is very exciting. We're going to start our pre-convention activities starting early next week with some really wonderful videos. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, giddy up, everybody. Because this train is leaving the station. And there's nothing stopping us. We're going to have the best time. All right. I love you very much. Mwah. Thank you so much. To the moon and back out here in the starry sky. Yeah, I'm going to be rocking this shirt the rest of the day. For sure. Okay. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you again. Bye.